Well, now it's time for the latest news from the world of business and finance with Margie Smithurst.
Thank you, Oscar, and good evening. Well, it's earnings time, and Cochlear, the Australian bionic ear maker, has posted a 30% rise in profit on last year's numbers. Cochlear announced a $189 million profit for the 12 months to June 30, saying sales of its implants grew by double digits in developed countries such as the US, UK, France and Germany. But the company's shares temporarily fell today on reports it expects a slowing growth into 2017, citing flat Chinese sales and uncertain European health budgets. ANZ has announced its cash profits slid 3% for the 9 months to the end of June, but shares rose on the news the bank is rethinking its Asia-focused institutional lending and has shed $15 billion in poor-performing loans. The country's fourth largest bank posted a profit of $5.2 billion, saying the earning decline is partly due to increasing bad loans. The bank has defended its decision not to pass on the full Reserve Bank rate cut, saying it has 5 times as many depositors than borrowers. US shopping giant Walmart is looking to claw back market share against online retail king Amazon by announcing the acquisition of e-commerce company Jet.com. Walmart says it'll pay $3.9 billion in cash for the online retailer, which was launched only a year ago. The merger gives the physical retail giant a proven online platform for sales. To the markets and in Europe, stocks are up. The DAX and FTSE gaining on hints that OPEC could be looking to stabilise crude production. And futures indices look promising for the US markets. Asian stocks also generally rose today, with fresh Chinese inflation data signalling improving conditions for the world's second largest economy. The Nikkei rose on a weaker yen and buoyed by energy stocks. Shanghai stocks were up on those hopes of a stabilising Chinese economy, and the ASX ended well on bank buying and good profit reports from companies such as Cochlear and Transurban. Laos is continuing with its plan to build 9 dams across the Mekong River. Downstream, its neighbours, Vietnam and Cambodia, are predicted to lose hundreds of millions of dollars a year in fish and farming production, with fish catches expected to drop by 50%, as Girish Solani reports.
The Mekong River, snaking through 6 countries, provides a crucial lifeline for 60 million people. But Southeast Asia's poorest nation is about to block one of the main channels to power, a hydro project that'll produce 256 megawatts. Laos says the project will fuel development, but experts warn it'll suck as much as half of the river's water in the dry season and cost countries downstream millions.
Dam is very dangerous for the river. It's very dangerous because dams change everything. Change ecology, change about river water, change about the way of water. So I think have problem, big problem.
Just over the border in Thailand, Chiang Khong residents fear what it'll mean for their livelihoods.
I'm worried. The riverbank is 20% of the land for farming. All this could be inundated.
After 2 decades of dam building, the impact has significantly reduced their daily catch from 10 kilograms to just 1 or 2. Laos plans to build 9 dams. That's compared to China, which had constructed 6 since the mid-1990s. But Laos is not the only one planning to build dams along the river. An Australian study for the Mekong River Commission found more than half of riverbank agricultural land will be lost if all proposed mainstream dams are built. But countries along the river are powerless to stop it.
What we are looking for now is that the mechanism to regulate and to manage all the river as a river, not as like each section owned by different companies, because this Mekong River feeds million people.
The company overseeing the Laos Don Sahong Dam is conducting a 10-year study on the effectiveness of mitigation measures, but that will only be available long after the dam is built. Girish Saulani, ABC News.
And finally, questions are being asked about Delta Airlines' ageing computer systems after a power outage led to mass global flight cancellations. Thousands of passengers worldwide have been affected, with more than 1,000 flights cancelled from yesterday. Analysts are asking how one outage in one spot in Atlanta could bring down the airline's entire world network and want to know where the airline's backup system was.
Well, my first thought is, what happened to backup plans? Where is the backup system for Delta? I find it hard to believe that one outage in one spot in Atlanta can shut down their entire worldwide network. The very first thing we all learn is that if you are going to work with computers, back up your data.
The outage is likely to cost Delta millions of dollars in lost revenue and damage its hard-won reputation as the most reliable of the major US-based international carriers. Those poor old Delta passengers, and that's business. Thanks, Oscar.
Yes, it looks like outage